Russellville is a proud Southern Alabama football town. If your football program is winning, the whole fall semester is better. In Alabama, in the South, that is a rule.
We have a lot of pride in what we do, a lot of tradition here in Russellville, and it's just a good place to raise a family.
Russellville, about 20 years ago, the demographics started changing drastically. It was like 86% Caucasian, 14% African American. It is now 53% Hispanic. So our population has changed significantly. It had an impact on culture, it had an impact on our scores, it had an impact on our effectiveness.
I started kindergarten not knowing a single word of English, so I had one Spanish-speaking teacher. Every time I got to see her, you know, that just made my day better because I could communicate with somebody.
We had a lady come in that was working with us, and basically she said, you know, I've worked as a superintendent in a district in Georgia that was very similar to this. Y'all are still in denial that Russellville is not the Russellville you grew up in. You're right, it's not. It never will be again. If you need to see it as a death, that's okay. First, you have to realize and accept. Then you mourn, and you're gonna have to embrace this as a strength. And so from that day forward, that's what I said to our group every day. We are not the same Russellville, and we don't ever want to be again.
We have a teacher shortage in Alabama now. The number that are bilingual, I can count on one hand. There just aren't any.
We had a bilingual translator at each of the 4 schools, and those ladies were great, but they couldn't be teachers because they had not been to college.
So you have a situation where you have the students changing and the teachers aren't changing. I work across the country, so I'm talking to superintendents all across America who are having this situation, right? Heath, the superintendent of Russellville, was the first one that I talked to that said to me, Blake, not only do I know this phenomenon, I'm gonna do something about this. I said, so what are you gonna do, man? He says, I'm gonna go to the church. Come on, man. Come on, man. That means you're serious. That means not only are you serious about actually going and recruit these people, but you have enough respect for them to go to their place.
And you know, and sometimes with our Hispanic community, it's really hard for them to achieve something, like go to college.
So he says to me, and I was thinking about if I can go and I can get some people to come, because I need people. He's like, I gotta get people. It would be great if they could become teachers, if I can get them into your program. This guy is acknowledging the problem. This guy is proactive about his solutions. And probably even more importantly, this guy is looking at sharing power.
When Dr. Grimes introduced Reach University in the program, I thought this is too good to be true. We can employ someone here, they can get paid, they can work as an instructional aide, an EL aide, even supports for the classroom teacher, and they're earning their degree during the same time. It can really change the dynamics of education here.
¿Qué letra es la letra del día? H. ¿Qué sonido hace H?
They see me and it motivates them, because my little one's like, I'm gonna be a teacher too. I'm gonna be Miss De La Rosa.
Sound it out. They know they can do it also.
Yes.
They haven't seen a Hispanic teacher, so maybe they think, oh, I can't do that. But now seeing us, maybe they're like, oh, I can be like her.
Having those members of the community that know the kids, they know the community, they want what's best for them, learn as they're working with our kids. I think there's no better way.
We had 4 EL classes in 2nd grade and 4 in 1st grade. And we had an EL aide in all 8 of those classes. I mean, it was wonderful.
To know that we're going to be able to hire an elementary teacher. Like, I have bilingual aides now, that's great. But in 3 years, I'm going to be able to hire 3, 4, 5 bilingual teachers to work in those schools.
This is America today, right? Like, they need this in Colorado, they need this in Arkansas, they need this in Louisiana. You know what I mean? Like, there's no place that I'm gonna go to in the near future where they're gonna say, no, we won't need those teachers.
For my 3 daughters to be in this school district, and to come from home and to see what they were getting exposed to, the diversity, the difference in culture. Like, I would never go back.